Happy Friday, everyone. Jo here of SportsGrid, and it's time for Puck It with Jo. We've got a small slate today and definitely need a bounce back. Yesterday's bets were hard. We cashed a couple, but lost a couple more. So not a positive ROI. Let's try to get things back straight today. I see your guys' comments coming in. Thank you so much for joining me here today. It's Friday, so happy Friday, you guys. Happy Friday, Matt, to you. And James, you're right. It was a rough one yesterday. Let's get it back. Yeah, Calgary and the Predators. Who would have thought that would have been such a high scoring game? Calgary actually able to get the win. It started off right from that first period. As soon as they came out on the ice, I knew that bet was done. And then we look at the LA Kings. They look like they're going to go over their team total 3.5. No luck in that one. They came out so fast, but then just didn't score any more goals after those first couple. So let's get back on track with these three games today. Small slate, you guys. We're going to firstly look here at the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, the Chicago Blackhawks are on the second night of a back-to-back playing the New Jersey Devils. We know how hot the Devils have been as of late. The Devils are a huge favorite. All lines are over on FanDuel, you guys. So minus 430 right now on FanDuel for the New Jersey Devils. We got plus 330 here for the Chicago Blackhawks, total 6.5. Now minus 118 to the over. We've got minus 104 to the under. You've got to think the New Jersey Devils are going to do the majority of the scoring in this matchup. Looking at them coming into this one, this team is averaging 3.53 goals per game. Their power play is so clicking. It's the best in the league at 30.6%. Now they're averaging 31.7 shots on goal. So Sondenblum in net for the Chicago Blackhawks absolutely will have to stand on his head tonight to really limit the New Jersey Devils. It's going to be a hard matchup for him. He's got a 4.07 goals against average. He's just not playing strongly this season with a save percentage of 0.874. The Chicago Blackhawks also really have been struggling to score. We know Connor Bedard hasn't been getting those key goals that we absolutely need. So can this be an end of a road trip ending on a positive way here for the Chicago Blackhawks? I just don't see it happening. Now, they have lost their last four. That last one versus the Rangers, and I did have hopes versus the Rangers. They would be able to keep it tight. We had nice trends towards why they'd be able to keep it tight, but they lost that one 4-1. And then we had the New Jersey Devils actually beating the Washington Capitals. Capitals were on that back-to-back, and the New Jersey Devils broke that streak that we were riding with the Caps in that one. They won it. High-scoring game against the Capitals, 6-3. So really impressed with what we've seen out of the Devils. Vanacek expected in goal tonight. He's got pretty decent numbers, 3.35 goals against average, save percentage of 0.883. I'd like to see him in a little bit of stronger form. I do think as the season progresses here, we're going to see some nice games out of him. Could we see a shutout out of him tonight? I'm not sure. When we look at the Chicago Blackhawks here, this team just isn't really, they're not even getting the shots. You look at them, 26.2 shots on goal per game. That power play only converting at 12.7% against a kill at 76.7%, even though it's not the strongest here of the Devils. I don't think the Blackhawks will be able to capitalize on that. Now, could this be one that we look at the New Jersey Devils? This is the first night of a back-to-back, and are they in a look-ahead situation? They have the Vancouver Canucks on deck tomorrow. So that takes away my whole point of looking here at the Devils to be able to get a shutout win, because I think with Vancouver on deck tomorrow, we see a little bit of a look-ahead situation here for them. Vancouver's a huge team. They played Vancouver back in December, Battle of the Pacific. They were able to beat Vancouver back then 6-5. So, sorry, yeah, it's the first team in the Pacific for the Vancouver Canucks. So the Devils are going to absolutely be looking to step up for that game tomorrow. Going to be a hard one, especially on the second night of a back-to-back. So I do think we could see enough out of Chicago in this one that they're able to score on Vanacek. It's going to be interesting. I actually wonder why they're putting in Vanacek tonight. Are you guys seeing anything else? Happy Friday to you, Kev, as well. Sonderblum equals the New Jersey Devils. You're right. The New Jersey Devils with Sonderblum, this is a game where you could extend that line. I just worry about the look ahead. So we'll see what happens with the look ahead situation. There's a couple things I'm going to look at. I do think we get a quick goal. I think the New Jersey Devils come out and score fast in that first 5 minutes. The first 5-minute goal coming in at plus 154. It's been good to us as of late as we've taken it. There's been a couple of games we've sweated it, and it's been, 4 minutes and 28 seconds, 4 minutes and 35 seconds. We've got that goal in these games, but I do like the goal to come in fast. Now, could it be from the Chicago Blackhawks? Possibly here. Oh, I just need Connor Bedard to really step up. You look at Connor Bedard; he's had just 1 assist in the last 4 games, so we really need more out of him tonight. And now Dixon has been strong for the Chicago Blackhawks, but he hasn't been putting points on the board either. So between the two of them, we need a big step up. I do think we go over the 1.5 in the first period. So the over 1.5 coming in at minus 148, I think holds so much value. Now the point coming in for Connor Bedard tonight, if you want to have some faith in the young kid, it's coming in at minus 156 to end this road trip. Playing his heart out. If you think it's the goal tonight, plus 180. For myself, I'll put a little bit on the anytime goal. I'm not going to lay minus 156 on the point, but I wouldn't blame you if you did. Now, looking at the other side of the puck for the New Jersey Devils, Timo Meier still day-to-day, or sorry, Tyler Toffoli. Timo Meier is on the Islanders. Tyler Toffoli is still day-to-day. Oh, no, Timo Meier. Sorry, brain fart there. Timo Meier is still day-to-day. Dougie Hamilton is out on defense. I'm going to look here at Jasper Bratt. I think Jasper Bratt can get the points on the board tonight. 1+ points is way too juicy, but you can take him for 2+ points in this one at plus 138. I do like that value. And now the team total. Interesting to see the team total here of the New Jersey Devils. It's sitting at 4.5. To the over is plus 114. To the under minus 146. If I was going to take anything on that team total, I would lean to the over, but I'm not sure if they play a full 60 minutes of hockey here, if they kind of lay off and really break down defensively at the end of this game. You got to think with Vancouver on deck tomorrow, they're going to want to try to play more of a defensive style game in tomorrow's one versus the Vancouver Canucks. They definitely don't want another 6-5 kind of battle with the Vancouver Canucks. So we'll see what we get out of them in this one. Now, you could also look at the over 6.5. I do think, because I believe the Devils will probably put 4 goals, maybe 5 goals on the board. We got to think the Chicago Blackhawks will put a couple on. But my favorite bet, we've got my niece and nephew and my mama watching. Hi, Ollie. Hi, Till. I hope you guys are good. Till, I'm so proud of you. Okay. Yeah, brain fart. I'm totally brain farting. So, you guys, I'm so excited. My family is watching. Hi. Anyway, let's get back to the show. It's that goal in that first 5 minutes that I really do think comes in this one. So let's jump to the next game here. We have the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Washington Capitals. Now, this is a game where the Canes are coming in with so much momentum. You guys, it is really hard not to back this team. And the Washington Capitals, I do like at home. I like what we've seen out of them. The Carolina Hurricanes just too juicy on that money line at minus 178. That total is 5.5 at minus 138 on FanDuel to the over. To the under, we're looking at plus 112. When we look at this battle here, the Canes, with what they're doing defensively, with how they're locking down, holding opponents to only 25.9 shots on goal, their kill phenomenally strong at 83.1%, and their power play clicking at 27.3%. It's really hard not to look at this team and find a way to try to bet them here. Even though that money line is juicy, I do think there's a couple other ways we can look at them. The Washington Capitals, Darcy Kemper will be in goal tonight. He's got a 3.15 goals against average. We're seeing that save percentage of 0.893. I think here we can see the Carolina Hurricanes, they've won their last 4 games. They're rolling so hot. They got that big win over the Rangers, which I didn't expect on Tuesday, 6-1 win. I expect them to come out with that momentum starting this game. I'm going to look at the Carolina Hurricanes on that puck line in the first period. In the first period on the puck line, laying the half a goal, it's coming in at plus 148. It is beautiful plus money. Now, this is kind of scary here, though, because we do know the Washington Capitals are strong defensively as well. Their kill coming at 81.1%. They are allowing 30.9 shots on goal per game. So I do think the Canes will hit Kemper nice and fast. They're averaging 33.3 shots on goal. This is a battle of the Metro here with the Canes looking to move up the ranks. This team really battling to get first in the Metro. They're sitting second in the Metro right now, and the Capitals are sitting sixth. So we will see if they're able to keep climbing in the Metro. I do think they're going to be able to take this division. Looking here, this is the first night of a back-to-back. We don't have a look-ahead situation. They play the St. Louis Blues at home tomorrow. Like I said, this team's won their last four. The last couple have been on the road. They're rolling so hot. So I'm going to look at another couple things to bet in this one. I do think no matter what, this is a lower scoring game. I know taking the Canes in the first period in a lowest scoring game is kind of scary, but I do think they can come out, get us that one goal. I'm going to take the under on the team total of the Washington Capitals. The under on the team total of the Washington Capitals right now in FanDuel, under 2.5 is minus 108. The Canes haven't gone over 2 goals in their last 5 games versus the Washington Capitals haven't gone over 2 goals versus the Canes in their last 5. So I do expect that same sort of trend to really dominate in this one, with the defense of the Carolina Hurricanes really locking them down in this matchup. Now, I don't like player props because I am looking for a lower scoring one. But if you want to look at anything here, I think Seth Jarvis of the Canes is someone to look at. And then Sebastian Aho, he's been so phenomenally hot. He has 12 points in his last 4 games since back from the Christmas break. So he is playing absolutely fantastic. If someone's going to get a point on the board tonight, it's definitely going to be him. Now, the Washington Capitals, we know Ovi hasn't been getting those goals. He did versus the Pens, and he had a really strong showing. But if you're looking for some sort of points here, I would look at the assist or the goal before you take those shots on goal. Remember, Carolina is so strong at limiting those shots on goal. So if you're looking at anything for Washington, I just stress, don't take those shots in this one. Dylan Strome's still out of this lineup. He's hasn't been scoring at all. He hasn't scored in his last 8. So you look at him here, you got to think he was the leading goal scorer for the Washington Capitals. He finally has to get on the board. So that is where I would circle that anytime goal scorer in this matchup. But the Canes defense is so strong. I do like the no goal in the first 10 minutes. The no goal in the first 10 minutes is coming in at plus 112. I think there's so much value as both of these teams lock down defensively in this one. So you guys, I know I'm looking to give you that plus money. You're heading to the Flyers and Flames game, Mark. I absolutely love it. We'll break that down in just 1 second, what I'm looking at in that one. Aho has been so much money, you guys. Oh, how touchy. I know. I love my family so much. My mom's down in Australia visiting, and I wish I was there too. Where's your SportsGrid friends? They never show up on your show. I know. You tell them to get their butts over here. But Mark, let's quickly look at that Flyers and Flames game. I'm really looking at that one to stay under the total. I would look at the under 1.5 in the first period. I know Calgary was just in a high scoring game in the last one out, but I do expect them to really lock down defensively. And we know the Philadelphia Flyers, they want to get into a low scoring defensive battle. So Mark, first period, under 1.5. I'd look at the full game, under 1.5. I was just looking here. That total is 5.5. So minus or plus 104 to the under 5.5 for the full game. There's going to be no props out as of yet in that one, Mark, but I'll definitely have some props. I think you're in for an exciting game there. Let's look at the last game here on the board, you guys. We have the Winnipeg Jets taking on the Anaheim Ducks. Okay, Boussois is expected or confirmed in goal tonight for the Winnipeg Jets. I am taking him to get the shutout. I really do think he has every opportunity to get a shutout tonight. That prop is not listed over on FanDuel. You guys, you have to go bet it somewhere else. I found it at plus 750 on one book and plus 900 on another. So really shop those lines for Boussois for that shutout. Now, the Winnipeg Jets facing the Anaheim Ducks. I'll just give you current odds on this one. Minus 182 here for the Winnipeg Jets, plus 150 for the Anaheim Ducks, a total of 5.5. It's amazing. 3 games tonight, 2 totals of 5.5. Both of these games, I do believe, can go under that number. So looking at the under 5.5 in this one is coming in at plus 104. I just think with what we've seen out of the Winnipeg Jets defense, they're going to give Boussoit the support in net. It is the second night of a back-to-back, but I'm not worried about that here for the Winnipeg Jets. I do think they come out strong. The Anaheim Ducks are just not a team I can trust. And I know they went on that run, but you look at them here, they're sitting 6-14-0-1 at home this season. This team is struggling, and they're struggling on their home ice. They're averaging 2.51 goals per game only, 29 shots on net. Their power play is converting okay at 19.8%, but you look here at the Winnipeg Jets defense, they're holding opponents to 2.43 goals per game, 28.9 shots on goal. Boussoit is in net. Like I said, we're going to take him for the shutout. He's got a 2.44 goals against average and a 0.912 save percentage. Now, you can just look at his over save shots on goal. That number coming in at 25.5. I do lean to it over. I just don't know if the Ducks actually get enough shots on goal in this one to push it to the over. And that's why I'm looking at the shutout here. I really do believe the Jets defense can really limit them here in this game. You can take the Ducks team total under 2.5 as well. That's coming in at -110. I absolutely love that. Like I said, I think they really get shut out in this game. You've got Leo Carlson out for this team. He's out with a knee. Troy Terry is also out, and Ryan Strome out. So you've got so many key components of this team that have been scoring those goals not available for this game. And I think the Jets will come out, should be able to get this shutout. I like what we've seen out of them. And Boussoit, when we look at him, his last 4 starts, he's allowed 2 or less goals. He's got a save percentage of 0.946 in those, including a high danger save percentage of 0.926. So I think he's going to be in for a fantastic night tonight. Now, the last time I looked at a goalie in for a fantastic night, we know what happened. He got pulled after the first. That was Carter Hart, allowed 4 goals. So I remember when I bet these goalies, and they absolutely have an off night. I don't think it's an off night for Boussoit in this one. Now, when we look at the matchup between these two, the Winnipeg Jets have won 8 of the last 10 meetings, including the last 6 straight. So, but they have lost the last 6 on the second night of a back-to-back. So we're trying to break that trend of losing on the second night of a back-to-back in this matchup. I think they have enough in the tank. Now, they have a dad's trip underway right now. They were able to, with the Dads on the trip last night versus the Sharks, get the win. Low-scoring win, 2-1. And then they have the Coyotes on deck. I think this road trip, they go perfect 3-0 on the road trip with the Dads on the trip. I've heard there's some coaches as well out there on this trip as they've brought them along as well. So like ex-coaches that have coached them in the past. So we know we're going to get the best out of the Winnipeg Jets on this trip. Maybe they party a little bit after this game tonight, but I do think tonight they really do show up. So the Ducks, John Gibson expected. This team just isn't impressing me. Their kill is pretty strong at 80.1. I do think, because I think that the Winnipeg Jets will get a shutout win, I can't take this one over that total of 5.5. I'm a little cautious with the under, though, because could we see the Winnipeg Jets score 6 goals themselves looking to impress their Dads? We absolutely could. If you're looking for some player props in this one for the Winnipeg Jets, Josh Morrissey here. I do like him for his shots on goal, 3+ shots on goal coming in at -122. You can also look at Pavetti here. Pavetti for 3+ shots on goal. I like this one because I'm getting plus money at +158. The Anaheim Ducks just allow too many opportunities. And while they're sitting here at the season, 32.7 shots on goal allowed. You look at those last couple of games and how many shots they have allowed on their goaltender, allowing them to be absolutely peppered. I think the Winnipeg Jets will absolutely light the lamp tonight. They're in for a big night. I could see them getting 4 goals. I just don't know if they get more than those 4 goals and just drop back and play a strong defensive game, or if they look to impress and keep racking up those goals. Either way, I think the Ducks absolutely struggle out there on the ice. So Jack Hughes, shots on goal at plus money. Yeah, Chris, I would look at Jack Hughes for the New Jersey Devils, his shots on goal. I would also look at him for that anytime goal. I think it's a really favorable matchup for the Devils in that one tonight. Happy Friday. Let's make some money. Let's make some money, John. Let's get this Jets puck line Yeah, I would look at the Jets puck line as well, Jimmy, in this one. Looking at them here on that puck line, they are sitting -1.5 at +134. Like I said, I think this is a 4-0 win here for the Winnipeg Jets. Will I bet that exact score? You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, because I keep saying it is a 4-0 win here for the Winnipeg Jets. Let's look at the correct score. Exact score. If I can find it here. Okay, so you can take exact goals, 4 exact goals coming in at +950. If you think we get the empty netter, that's +300 for the exact goals in this game. That's really interesting. I never bet those exact goals as I was just looking for the exact scores here, you guys. Let me see if I can find this. They're not giving me any exact scores. If you can bet a 4-0 one in this, I absolutely love it. Chip, you got to turn on those notifications because you know probably better than I do what time I'm going to go live tomorrow. There's lots of games on the board tomorrow. So just depending on as soon as I get these games capped tomorrow, I will be going live. So make sure you turn it on. Let's make some money, Mom. I absolutely love my mom. And I love Ollie Till. Say hi to your dad. Hi, Uncle Rick. That's my brother. And your mom, say hi to Marin. Okay, you guys, that's it. I'll stop talking to my family here. I'll give them a call. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. There we go. Plus 3,500 on DraftKings for the 4-0 exact score. Don't put a lot of money on that, you guys. Little sprinkle on it. I love that you guys are finding it. Bonsoir for the shutout. You're finding it at +850. I absolutely love it. Like I said, found it anywhere from like 700 to 950. So shop those lines. Let's make some freaking money out there on the ice. Make sure you stay tuned to SportsGrid for all of my content. Jim sending a big shout out to all of my family watching. We will be live tomorrow. Turn on those notifications. Just not sure what time. As soon as we are, as soon as I'm ready, as soon as I've got all of these games, I want to make sure I have props for you in all of these games and a look at both sides and the totals. So you guys have a good one. Keep smiling. See you tonight. I am on Sports Rage tonight at 10:12 Eastern. So I'll be on with Gabe and Cam. Come on over. Say hi, Anthony. I'm sorry I missed it. Go back. Watch the show on rerun. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.